already here, this yoga practice is for you when you want to let tension melt away at the end of a long day. It's a floor-based sequence. We're gonna get you started right away, lying on your back, semi-supine position. Knees bent, feet on your mat. Close your eyes and rest your arms next to you. Sensing the large bones or bony masses in the back of the body touching the ground. Back of the head, back of the shoulders, back of the rib cage, back of the pelvis, feet. And for just a few breaths, notice your shoulder blades, the little wings on your upper back, they're resting on the floor. Pay attention to which parts of the shoulder blades are touching your mat and which parts of the shoulder blades are not touching your mat that well. And if you slowly reopen the eyes, we can actually do something, first of all, for your shoulders. So, roll off to the left side of the body and the mat in a kind of a sideline position. Tuck the knees into your chest. You're on the left shoulder, the left hip, and with your left hand, you're going to hold on to your legs. With the right hand here in front of you, as you breathe out, make a nice big circle over your head and enter the twist via a little shoulder stretch. And as you breathe in, go over the head again, big circle, turn the chest to the left. And repeat it twice more, nice and relaxed, breathing out. Can you feel there's a gentle stretch in the muscles in the front of the shoulder, the right shoulder, breathing in. Come back to your sideline position. And one more time. Breathing out. Back into the twist, entering it with your upper body. Then to the sideline position, and from here, stretch your legs out along the floor. Roll back onto your spine. Your arms can be looking like a letter T or a letter V. And you're going to do the starfish stretch. Stretching out your limbs away from your trunk. And then letting everything relax. Bend your legs, step the feet back in, roll off to the right side of the body and the mat. And you're on the right shoulder and the right hip. Tuck the knees into your chest a little bit, into the belly. Hold on to your legs with the right hand this time. The left arm, as you exhale, will make a nice big circle, and you can turn the head and look at your arm as it moves into the twist. As you inhale over the head again, turn the chest right, and as you exhale one more time, sensing the little pulling in the front of the shoulder. And the last time with the breath. A small twist and a small shoulder stretch. Okay, then from here, stretch your legs out and your arms, roll back onto the body and send your limbs away from your center. Let that go. And step the feet back in toward your body. Have them hip width apart with your hands at the back of the head. Interlace your fingers. And we're going to do a bridge pose with a shoulder massage. So if you lift your hips up towards the ceiling, and now very slowly lower the hips and lift your head off the floor, bring the chin towards the chest. Feel that rolling sensation across the back of the shoulders until your lower back is on the floor. Then put the head down. Repeat, inhaling. Lift the hips, your lower back, your mid back. Slowly with your hips down, exhaling, lift your head off the floor. A little bit of a massage on the upper back. The head down, breathing in, bridge, breathing out. Enjoy the pressure in the shoulders. And again, from your bridge to a little bit of a rolling shoulder massage, self-massage that you do for yourself. One last time. Okay. Release your arms and turn the head one way, turn the head the other way. And I hope you're feeling more connected to your upper body in general, to your shoulders in particular. And then from here, either roll off towards one side or do a couple of rock and rolls type of movements to come all the way up to sitting. And we're just going to sit down, cross-legged, or stretch your legs out, but sit tall on the sitting bones. Lift your arms up to shoulder height. We're going to give ourselves a hug. So cross your arms, a mirroring you, left arm underneath, right arm on top. Find your shoulders, then relax your arms on your chest. We're going to be using the thoracic spine, the segment in the middle, not so much the arms, let them be relaxed. They will pull the back of the shoulders. So go ahead and round your shoulders and flex your spine, bend it. Then turn the chest to the right. Then lift your chest up towards the ceiling, go across the body to the left, and then flex your spine and look at your legs. That's one. Turn right, lift the chest, left side and legs. That's two. Let's do a last one of these circular thoracic movements. When you're looking at your legs, you can stack the bones of the spine one over the other. Look forwards. Now, lift your elbows away from your chest a little bit. Cross your arms more. And could you bring your hands together or even intertwine the forearms for eagle's pose? And you can make little circles in the air with your elbows. One way, tiny ones, and then the other way. Take another breath. And now spread out your wings. Open your arms. And cross your arms again. Give yourself a hug, right arm underneath. Find your shoulders. Good, and then relax your arms. So if you bend your spine, this is flexion from the thoracic. Then rotation, we turn left. Then a little bit of extension, lift the chest. Then go across to the other side and go back into your circle. Let's do a second one. Combining all these movements fluidly, smoothly through these thoracic circles. When you're looking at your legs, lengthen through your spine, lift the elbows away from the chest, cross your arms more, and you can just bring your hands closer to one another or intertwine the forearms. Little circles in the air with your elbows one way, and then the other way. All right, spread your wings wide, open the chest. Then cactus your arms, something a little active. So from here, if you bring the inner hands and wrists and forearms together like you're squeezing a toothpaste tub, and then open your arms, pull the elbows and your hands back, shoot the heart forward, and then squeeze your arms together. Breathing in, elbows and hands back. Breathing out, squeeze your arms together. One more time. In and out. Again. Starting to feel a little more activation in your upper back, your shoulders. Can we do one more? Squeeze. And then open and let that go. Put your hands on the floor here in front of you. A gentle rounding, and you can sway your shoulders and your head a little bit side to side. Let everything soften out for a few seconds. And every now and again, feel free to go like, ah. Okay, roll over into all fours position. Feel free to have some extra padding under the knees. We're going to do a simple kneeling sequence with a little bit of a shoulder stretch and back stretch. We'll work coordinating movements and breath. So pay attention to your own breath. Sweep your arms forward and up. And now, as you breathe out, cactus your arms as you pull the elbows back, also your hips, pull them back without touching your legs and send your chest forward, like a chair pose, but on your knees. Then lengthen the tailbone down, wave your spine up, unfurl the arms, take a nice big breath in. As you breathe out, open your arms, big circle. Now sit down on your shins, clasp one wrist for a second, relax your arms on your back. Look forwards, stand up on the knees, open your arms, come all the way back up, and then pull the front ribs in towards your spine. Scoop the tailbone under. Slowly take your hands to the floor, feel the stretch in your back. Slip the chest forward through your arms, inhaling. And now again, tuck the pelvis under, pull your front ribs in. Stretch your back, sit down, exhaling, lower your forearms and elbows, maybe your head to the floor. Start again, trail the fingers along the floor towards your knees, stand up on them, unfurl your spine, your arms, breathing in, breathing out, cactus your arms, pull the hips back, chest forward, chair pose on the knees. Breathing in, little spinal wave, reach up towards the ceiling through the fingers, then big sweeping motion for your shoulders. Breathing out, child's pose, clasp one wrist. Look forwards, launch yourself into high kneeling as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, scoop the tailbone and the round out. Then with control, hands on the floor, slip the chest forward through your upper arms, long neck in and out. Tuck the pelvis under, stretch your back, and slowly forearms down. Last time. Trail the fingers along the floor towards the knees as you stand up on them, breathing in. And an energizing kneeling chair pose with a bit of a shoulder movement. And then find that fluid spine as you lengthen. And now another sweeping big circular motion for your arms, breathing out. Stand up on the knees, breathing in. And finally, let's bend our spine, flex it. Yeah, hands on the floor. Slip the chest forward, long neck. As you breathe out, tuck the pelvis under, pull the hips back slowly. Forearms on the floor, you've arrived. Take a nice big breath in and out. And from here, we're going to stretch our arms out and forward, or extend them out and forward, hands as wide as the shoulders, and really long arms, like you feel the pulling in the shoulders as if you were hanging from a tree branch. And if you keep your head low to the ground, round your back, travel with your rounded cat shape to your hands, lengthen the tailbone down towards the space between the knees, lift your head. And here we need the skill of shoulder protraction. So push the floor away, shoulder blades on your upper back nicely apart. Then chin to the chest, pull the front ribs in, leave your hands where they are, pull the hips back. One more time, a baby wave transition. Round out, inhaling, waving your spine forward forward, lengthen it, tailbone down, shoulders away from the head, exhaling, pull the front ribs in and come out. And then the last time, breathe in, wave your spine forward. And now bend your arms. And can you touch the floor with your belly and your chest at the same time as you breathe out? Well done. Okay, just a few shoulder stretches to finish. So tuck your toes underneath. Bring your hands to your lower back and interlace your fingers here. So if you lift the kneecaps off the floor like two stiff legs, and then if you start to roll the top of each shoulder down towards your lower back, now pretend that I'm pulling your hands towards the wall behind you. Lift the chest, open up here, ooh, and then let that go. Untuck the toes and prepare for a scorpion shoulder stretch for the front of the shoulder. Right arm out to the side, left hand next to your chest. Bend your left leg. Rest on your right temple with the left hand. Give a little push to your lower body so that you are taking that left big toe to touch the floor just beyond your right leg and hip. Take a couple of breaths here, regulating how much you want to feel. So the more you turn the hips towards the ceiling, the more pressure in your right shoulder. So be a little conservative, can I say that? Then roll back onto your tummy and switch. Well done. So stretch your left arm out, bend your right leg, rest on the left temple, roll off with the lower body with your right leg, touch the floor, take a couple of breaths here. And the intention is to relax and let go of that tight baggage that we seem to carry around in our shoulders throughout the day. And then roll back onto your tummy. Okay, now step your hands toward the bottom of your rib cage with your hands and with your knees. Push the floor away from you. Pull the hips right back, right back, right back. And when you sit down on your shins, you can rock the pelvis gently side to side. Let your shoulders sway and your head. And allow your nervous system to come down gradually. And shall we also do a stretch for the back of the shoulders? So here, if you take the left hand under your chest and thread your left arm through, and then slide your right hand a little further forward, more, and take the bottom arm with you. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Now, can you have your left temple on the floor? Are your hips over your knees, more or less? Thread the needle pose, press down with bottom arm, turn your chest to the right, and send the breath there into the back of the heart. The back of the heart is the back of your shoulder, there. And then come out, sit back, stretch your left arm out. Let's do the other side, the right arm goes under. And then we kind of slide the left hand and the arm a little further forward until we're able to have the right shoulder on the floor and you're resting on the right temple. Gently but surely press down with bottom arm. See if you can deepen the twist and the sensations in the back of the shoulder. Well done. Pull your hips back. Let it go. And stretch your arms out. And then just to finish, something a little fluid, trail the fingers towards your knees. Stand up on them. Take a nice big breath in. And as you breathe out, cactus your arms and let your arms cascade towards the floor. And then from here, pull your hips a little back. Bring the back of your hands together here in front of you. Reach your fingers towards the wall in front of you and up towards the ceiling, hips forward. And let your arms once again cascade like water towards your legs. Look forwards. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Then lie on your back. And we're just gonna rest for a minute. Feel free to pause the video and have a longer final resting pose. And whichever position you enjoy, it's fine, Shavasana or constructive rest. Check with your back as you close your eyes and relax your arms next to you. Feel how the very top of your rib cage, it's literally sitting on top of your shoulder blades. And how's the contact between the shoulder blades and the floor now at the end of this session? Is there more of a broadening across the back of the shoulders? More parts of the shoulder blades maybe are touching your mat now. And how would it feel like to relax your shoulders more? Last few breaths. Right, so it's time to finish. Do a little bit of a wriggling of the toes and the fingers, a bit of movement as you like. Stretch out or bring the knees into the chest. Roll off towards one side. Press yourself back up to sitting. And take a moment to sit down if you're doing this with me. Sit tall. And let's do a test. Lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Shrug them. Breathe in. Breathe out through your mouth. Drop. Ooh. Did we manage to let go of some of that tightness in your upper back? I hope so. And I hope this was useful. Let's finish together. Fold up the palms. Big circle. Look up. And draw a line down to the center of the chest. And thank you for practicing with me. See you next time.